I don't know what that is.
That's an automobile.
Thought it was a book.
It's
So,
just like a little four-door sedan kind of car. Well, I guess it's probably closer to being a
oh,
four-door
yeah,
than
that's a
the.
pretty good car. I see that. I looked it up. Using Jeeves. To get yourself a good deal for it.
I'm wondering what they classify this car as. It actually has like a hatch, so I don't know if this is hatchback or.
Well, they're calling it a sedan, which is interesting. My car's considered a hatchback, technically. Of course, I think my car is 1 foot out the door, so.
Well, and I think sedan and hatchback can be put together. Not, but it's like it's one of those things where not all sedans are hatchbacks, but most hatchbacks are sedans. Which a sedan is essentially just a, you know, like a four door. It's essentially just a four-door car. Is what
Said.
a sedan is.
He said sedan so many times in that sentence.
Well, I mean, it's like a four-door sedan. But if you have a two-door car, it's called a coupe. And then five-door cars are called hatchbacks. They essentially build the gap. I think is how that works. But anyway, I mean, pretty good at everything I looked at. It had 66,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
and it was listed for 99 by the label price. We offered them 8 grand. They said they could do 83 on it, and then with the tax tag and all, it totaled out to like 90.
Oh, there you go.
Some change. I mean,
And you paid cash for it
it's
because you're
gonna,
rich.
yeah. Just the check made me rich for the time it took me to buy the car.
What's up, Brian? Even a pretty night, huh? Yeah. Yeah, now that I'm finally online, yeah. Swear to God, me and a schedule is like a match made in hell.
uh, yeah, but I mean, considering that 90% of the cars I went and looked at were all like 120 to 130,000 miles plus, that was the biggest thing. And I mean, that car looks damn near immaculate.
Hmm.
So, being, what, 16, saying it's not quite 10 years old.
Vanessa's Jeep is 2016,
Yeah.
so it's it's a good car, good Jeep. I found the first thing I hate about her Jeep though. Um, it doesn't have an oil like it doesn't let you know when the oil's low in it.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's fucking swell. Driving a thing that guzzles oil and it doesn't give you any kind of warning light.
They let me pick.
So,
Did I ever tell you that?
supposed to be.
Choose whichever Spartan I wanted.
I mean, like, it's got a. Okay, let me
You know
let me
me.
rephrase that. Let me rephrase that.
I did
It's
my
got a
research,
thing that tells you
watched
when your oil
as you
is
became
low,
the soldier we needed
but
you to
it doesn't
be.
have like a status
Like
of
the
where your
others,
oil's
you were
at.
strong and swift and brave.
Oh, I see.
A natural
And
leader.
that bugs me. That really bugs me.
But you
'Cause I
had
watch
something they didn't.
that stuff like a
Something
fucking
no
hawk.
one saw but me.
That
Can you guess?
I know.
Luck.
It's not. I'm just saying, like, if it did though, I wouldn't know.
Was I wrong?
But those Jeeps are they really do drink oil because their engines are kind of big.
Well, it's like my Renegade. You can check the vehicle, but they don't even have a way for you to check the transmission oil.
Oh my god.
If you put it in natural gas,
This ain't good.
Damn. How far did he fall?
2 kilometers. Easy.
Stay sharp.
Yeah.
Gorman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the
I wouldn't
impact.
know, 'cause I crashed mine at, 60 or 30.
I don't know, Sergeant
6300
Major.
miles. Yeah. Cigarette out on his face. Cigar.
Radio for Vito. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh shit.
Oh,
he's wild, I don't
crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces.
Yeah, it was good to hear about your team.
Where is she, Chief?
I think you're gonna have a good series with the
Where's
Giants.
Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
So, you haven't played through,
Corporal,
right?
make it quick.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial
Three
lockdown.
is the game I started on.
Oh, 3 stories.
Yeah.
Chief, wait! The Arbiter's with us! Come on now. We've got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Were it so easy.
Kiss.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Like,
And they must love the smell of green.
apparently they can't hear me.
I got it. Game audio's a little loud. Okay. Turn that down here. We'll try that out now.
Try that, and it won't work.
Ah, boo. You get to be Master
Squad, you're
Chief.
my scouts. Arbiter, watch the Chief's
Be
back.
the arbiter.
Move out, quiet as you can.
Thought
How does that
the
work
way
out?
That worked is, I thought player 1 was always the Master Chief.
I don't know. I wanted to be the chef.
For sure.
But I have knees. I can do this, though. Hold on.
Oh yeah, the
Yep.
swallow.
Bravo
weapon.
team, this is Johnson. We got
Give
it.
me that.
Fall back to the extraction point. Over.
Give me. Involved head fuck. There we go.
Yeah, that was a pretty neat feature in this game.
Well, that's, yeah, it was good to hear about you finally got you a new vehicle.
That sounded close.
Yes. Got it on.
Did you sue the person that hit you?
Right.
Johnson, you be
Ah,
advised.
shame.
Hostiles are on the move.
Did your insurance, was your insurance useful?
Say again,
Not
Gunny, you're
mine,
breaking
theirs
up.
was. My company doesn't do shit unless I'm involved.
Yeah, that was the thing with my
Sergeant
wreck.
Major, Phantom
When I
inbound.
had my wreck was
We stick together. and
her
we'll get
insurance
spotted.
tried so hard to pin it on me.
Meet back at the LZ.
They tried to.
Chief, you and the
It
Arbiter
didn't
head toward
last
the
very
river.
long, but there was a point where they said that I ran the red light, and you know, I told my insurance, I was like, you know what, that would be a very valid claim if there wasn't 25 construction workers saying the exact opposite. Yeah. And as soon as she learned that there was, or she remembered, I guess I should say, that there were witnesses, she quickly changed her tune. But, so my insurance, thank God, used that as an advantage to be like, listen, you've caused enough damage. Can you just not, you know, give in? It's her fault. We have 25 people saying it was her fault. You know, she even eventually admitted it was her fault. You know, there's no proof whatsoever that my guy, when they were talking about me, ran the red light like he claimed. So, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, when she gave a report to the police, she even said that she was distracted on her phone. I should have got more money out of it now that I think about it.
That's what Pop was telling me about, like, because you know, I went to the doctor because I hurt my leg over the whole shit. And
Yeah.
Pop was mentioning about, you know, like getting that, you know, well, Mom, I think Mom had said it first, but about getting like reimbursed for what I, you know, what it cost me.
Yep.
And all that. But Pop was saying he thought I could have got even more than that. Like I could have pressed him for more just in general. And I'm like,
Probably.
maybe, but at that point I was like, I'd already finished the actual like wreck side of it, and they had already like they were waiting on me to like send them the title to cut the check itself. But that was essentially done, and I was like, so what about getting my doctor stuff reimbursed?
Okay, Arbiter.
She's like, oh yeah, we can do that. We'll have to send out somebody else, like a separate, like, you know, adjuster or whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, let's just finish this. And I'm like, I don't fucking feel like dealing with it.
Yeah. No,
It's
they
like,
make it.
if I was,
It's really time consuming.
yeah, I was like, if I'm just getting, because the most I spent was like 105 on the doctor visit itself, and I'm like, I would like to get that money back, but I mean,
Sleepers.
overall, I'm like,
Take him out. Nice and quiet.
you know, I don't need it. I mean, not that I wouldn't take $100 just free and clear, roughly, but like, I don't have to have it. I grabbed the skull, by the way.
I saw that.
What Sea Boys say?
Yeah, that was one thing that I regret not doing. Was that when I got in my wreck, I did not get treated at the scene.
Retreat! Save yourself!
Thankfully, I didn't have anything wrong. Like I had my ribs started hurting a couple days later, but it was just from my seatbelt, and
Yeah.
I didn't go to the doctor for that because I knew it was just a bruise. Like 100%, I knew it was a bruise, not like but I only got 3 broken ribs.
Pelicans are en route, Chief.
No, it
But I
was
can't
just a
raise
bruise
Bravo.
from where my seatbelt,
Find 'em,
you
get
know,
'em to the extraction point.
it was one of those situations where, like when I got hit, the seatbelt did that thing where like it stayed like extremely tight around me, like with no,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like with no
Locked
give,
down. This
way to the
yeah,
LZ, Chief.
and that's what caused the bruise around my stomach, or my ribs / stomach, but other than that, I was fine. To this day, though, I still think about maybe 30 seconds before my wreck, I was sitting at that exit. You know the one I'm talking about. And I was sitting at that exit, and I remember it was exactly 72 degrees outside. And I said to myself, man, it's hot. I'm going to roll my window down. And if I wouldn't have rolled my window down, I really think I would have slammed my head through my window because of the angle that I got hit at. And the fact that I got hit so hard that my glasses flew out the window.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I still wonder what would have happened to me if I didn't. I'm not saying I would have died, but like I wonder what would have happened to me if I didn't roll the window.
A little too well.
Hey, it's me. We gotta get to the river,
Yeah, it's
Chief.
very possible. Although generally those windows do take it takes a lot of pressure at a point, so I don't know if your
Could you sacrifice me to
just
give you
your
permission?
forehead
Could you watch me
would
die?
have been enough to break it even at the speed you got hit.
Sir, you okay?
Your vitals just pinged KIA.
I guess I can't switch.
Yeah, man.
Oh wait, no, I can't switch the graphics because it's at the same graphic. Duh.
Chief, Pelicans are at the river.
Okay.
We got company, so hustle up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I'd have known like how much I could have got from it, and it was like, you know, a couple of grand or more, I might have done it. But for like $100, like, I just want to be done with this. I still got to look for a car at that point in time.
Yeah.
You know, I still got to get the check in the first place. And I'm like, I want to not worry about anything because, you know, I had that wreck and I took that weekend off for what would have been the rest of my work week. My work week, goes from Thursday to Monday. So I worked Thursday, had the wreck, took the rest of that weekend off. Had my 2 days off. I worked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want my vacation, at least like a couple of days of my vacation to actually be a vacation.
Oh, hey, nice
Without me
one.
having to do shit. I'm like, if I get started on this other half, like getting the doctor shit reimbursed, I'm like, I'm gonna be having to talk to everybody like all fucking week. So I was like, I'll just leave it. I mean, I still, after everything was said and done at this point right now, I ended up basically coming out,
jungle, sir.
not counting, my car was worth. Well, I mean, they give you roughly what your car, they think it would be worth. But for a car that I had essentially just paid off last year.
Ugh.
And as much life as it still had in it, I'm coming out to the worst. But just direct money-wise, I came out like $300 to the good. That's essentially what I had left over out of what I got and that's with like buying the car itself and
Alright, let's get some grenades.
paying off like my credit card and stuff.
Incredible kill.
And all in all, I would have rather have not wrecked my car and just worked normally and had my vacation.
I agree. I think that would be the preferred path.
Come on, you dumb
But
apes.
for everything that happened, I don't get it.
You want breakfast? You gotta catch it.
So the only thing I'm doing with it now is I'm waiting for the doctor's office to send this fucking stupid FMLA paperwork in.
Have they still not done that yet?
No, I stopped by there today and asked them, and they're like, we should get it finished or worked on, I don't know which one, Tuesday or Wednesday. And they were like, are you going to pick it up or do we need to fax it? And I'm like, well, it's got the fax number, so y'all can just fax it. Y'all can do that.
What now?
She's like, alright, we'll get it finished Tuesday or Wednesday and fax it to them. And we'll call you when we do. Alright.
I guess we'll do it.
I just didn't know because I went to priority care, so I didn't know if they had it. I assume all doctors' offices have the ability to fax shit, because that's like one of the main things they have to do to get, reports and shit sent around. But I've never liked this thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean.
It's an honor to kill a traitor.
Sergeant Major went this way, Chief, through the cave.
Sergeant Major. Major Sergeant.
Is that all of them?
I'm the very model of what he did.
I'm glad to hear you can close that chapter in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I got the car.
You didn't die.
What else? The car was obviously the biggest thing. But outside that, I
See how
had
they beat their
a
truck?
little bit of money, left to pay off my
I
credit
will have you
card.
spring it.
So that's evened out. Oh, well, it was also because I paid the car off last year, but I did it by pulling out of my 401k, and I'm still paying it at the end.
Yeah.
But at least, I got my credit card paid off and all that, so I'm not just like I don't have to make sure my savings. Basically, I was eating my savings every week just to make like a minimum payment and a little more each week. Oh, here comes the hammer guy.
I heard someone died.
I suppose better than your hammer.
Kobe. Oh, there goes your body. Yeah, ratings don't matter, yeah. I got the shirt made. Well, it's not made, but I got the design made.
fuck is this?
Oh! Bubble shield.
Yeah, I mean, aside from not, oh, we got suicide kill.
Oh! Found him. Yeah, Brian, I got the ratings don't matter for fine. I just gotta find a way to make it.
But aside from that, you know, I got the car, paid my credit card off, and I still had like a little bit extra, so bought a new hard drive, put my YouTube recording shit on because I filled the one up for last year. And then I actually had, because we went to the bank to get the cash off, right, to pay them. And then I had my phone on silent, or I had it on vibrate, because when I was talking to the actual, you know, the dealer I was talking to. Because I was like, I want to have it quiet, I don't want, there were other people in there, you know, doing, like talking to them, getting deals done and stuff.
We're even.
I'm like, and anytime I'm in a space like that, if I'm in a doctor's office, if I'm in a meeting, anything like that, I turn my phone on vibrate so my ringtone's not going off.
Got a clear path. Roger that, Hocus.
So,
Friendly gunship coming in
apparently the guy tried to call me twice and texted me twice. And I called him back. This was after we had went to the bank, got the cash off to pay him. Got a hold of him. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, can you have them make it out as a cashier's check? And I was like, well, we already got the cash. The guy needed to be a cashier's check. And he said, well, anything over $9,000, then you have to sign forms for the IRS. And I didn't know if that meant they had forms, like, I didn't know if he was saying I was just going to have to do more forms there when we got back, or if he was saying I was going to have to do something extra for the IRS, like myself at some point.
You would have to do something extra. I know the answer to that question, because they would consider that a large transaction. And, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a little extra form that, I don't know the number of it, but it's pretty much like an extra income. They consider it an extra income.
Well, see, and that's what I was like. In the moment, I didn't have time to ask him because we were actually about to pull out of the parking lot to the bank. So I was like, I didn't have time to ask him. I'm like, are you saying like I'm going to have to sign more forms at when I come back over there and pay y'all, or are you saying I've got to do more stuff? That's the top tier of the army.
Hey, he did it.
Peer pressure got to him. So I didn't have time to ask, so I was like, well, we'll see what we can do. So I hung up, told Mom. We went back in and asked them if we could just like, just basically switch it to a cashier, like give them the money back and then just write out a check and give me the difference in the actual amount. And they said, yeah, that's fine, we can do that. So we just did that. So I had like an extra $60. So one other thing I did, because normally on my vacation I usually do one thing for myself, is like a present or something. Like I'll buy a game, maybe I'll just buy a new controller, whatever, just because I'm on vacation. If I've got the money. And I'm like, last year they started making the Cypher Xbox controllers. Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
I think so. The ones that look see-through?
Yes, the clear.
Yeah, Leo's got one of those.
And they've got different ones. They've got a red, a blue, and they've got the ghost one, which is like the back body is white, the grips are gray, the front is clear plastic, and everything's gray accented except for the D-pad, which is a dull gold color. And I'm like, I saw one at Walmart, because I actually bought the wrong hard drive at first.
Sorry for the tight squeeze. Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
Portable drives, which, you know, they just plug into the PC. you know, for extra storage. But you can also get ones that have their own power supply. Plug into the wall. That way, if your computer dies, you don't lose everything. You don't potentially corrupt it.
Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where
all
did you
right.
find him?
But I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I'd rather have the simplicity of the portable
good to
drive.
see
So
you,
I took
Chief.
that one back.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's
To
get you up
get
to
the
speed.
portable one that I had bought before, and I saw that they had one of the Ghost Cipher
The Prophet
controllers,
of
and
Truth's
I'm
ships
like,
breached the lunar perimeter,
go ahead and
smashed
buy
what was
one.
left of the home fleet. Terrestrial casualties from
so I
the
went ahead
subsequent
and bought one of
bombardment
those.
were
That's what I'm using right
extreme.
now.
Truth could have landed anywhere, but he committed all his forces here, East Africa, the ruins of New Mombasa. Then they started digging.
What about Halo?
This is
We stopped it, but only temporarily. Now the Prophet of Truth is looking for something called the
Yeah, that was
Ark,
my last
where he'll be
two
able to fire
movies.
all the Halo rings. If he succeeds, humanity, the Covenant, every sentient being in the galaxy.
Yeah, just
The rings will kill us all.
Ma'am, I have Lord Hood.
Patch him through.
Good news,
you know
Commander
George
Keyes?
Hood from Civil
Good as
War.
it gets, sir.
Oh, no.
So I see. What's your status, son?
Green, sir.
Glad to hear it. Commander's come up with a good plan, but without you, I wasn't sure we could
Just,
pull it off.
Truth's ships are clustered
Hate
above the
Walmart more
excavation
and more
site,
every day.
and his infantry has deployed
Hell
anti-aircraft batteries around
To
the
the
perimeter.
point where I'm glad I'm off
But
tomorrow because I
if
probably
we
would have called
neutralize
out.
one of the batteries, punch a hole in Truth's defenses.
You'd love
I'll
Myra.
initiate a low-level strike.
Do what?
Hit him right where it hurts.
You'd love Myra out.
I only have a handful of ships, Master Chief.
Yeah,
It's a
you'd love
big
Myra
risk.
out.
But I'm
Yeah,
I don't like
confident.
it.
Hell, not again.
Emergency
Just
generators,
stay in
now!
Walmart all day.
Shielding failed. They're down and
I
charging.
already do that
As soon
3
as
days
they're
a
up,
week.
re-establish contact with Lord Hood. Let him know.
All of you vermin, cowering in the
Yeah,
dirt,
but you can stay
thinking
in one Walmart
what,
all day.
I
and
wonder,
really get
that you might escape the
I
coming
do.
fire? No. Your world will burn until its surface is but glass, and not even your demon will live to creep, blackened from its hole to mar the reflection of our passage, the culmination of our journey. For your
We gotta
destruction
take this from the
is
guy that
the
looks like
will
the
of the
inbred cousin of
gods.
Cthulhu.
And
Cthulhu.
I am their instrument.
You're a cocky bastard. Just loves to run his mouth.
Does he usually mention me?
Give the order, we're closing shop.
Ma'am,
We're about to get hit.
all personnel.
The wounded.
Defense code Alpha
We're getting
1,
all of them
prepare for
out.
immediate
I have
evacuation.
to carry him myself.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
To war.
Ooh, I don't know where that's at.
It's on the other side of
Is that on the east side of the base,
We
the
just
west
lost the
side of the
perimeter cameras.
base,
Motion trackers?
her
It's actually on the other
They're
side of
down
the
or
planet.
we're not
We're just
receiving.
digging
Can't
straight
tell.
through the planet.
in her private quarters? I mean,
Any of our birds squawking?
No, ma'am. Wait, Overwatch has contacts.
Overwatch.
Phantoms
Oh, they teased
closing on our
Overwatch in this
position.
game.
Any birds less than 5 minutes out? Bring them in. Tell everything else to scatter.
Aye, aye.
Obviously, that's not true.
Is that
We
who?
knew they'd find us.
That's the truest thing I ever heard.
Let's make it happen. Let's
Yes,
do
sir.
this!
Yeah. Give me a weapon.
Need a weapon.
I need a
Don't
weapon.
be loaded, son. I'll have to find them wherever you go. Which is the dumbest thing. You are in the military, and you have a sidearm.
Follow me, sir.
Sidearm
Perimeter's
not
this
loaded.
way.
Fucking dipshit.
Base was built for
Oh, here we go. He's that button. What's that, Unwappen? I found Unwappen.
Get those turrets
fuck.
up! Watch your
This is
fields
really
of
not
fire!
How'd they find us?
Oh,
Probably
I'm
just
going to
smelled
blast them with my gun.
Hey, Ike.
Point of entry. Best assessment.
Hangar Sergeant.
Green. Chief. Arbiter. Get there.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Lead the
I
way.
don't like it. As soon as I go the right way.
Oh shit. I got the no less injuries.
Chief? Good. This channel is
Fucking
secure.
throw a
My fire
billion-
teams are spread thin. We can't hold out
billion rounds of
forever.
lead
I need
down
that
the
hangar cleared for
fucking
evac ASAP.
fairway. Bullshit.
Teleport! Oh, see ya. That was his last day in the military.
Well, chivalry.
You know what? Your shield won't go away. I'll just nail it. That's the wrong grenade.
Oh shit. Are we near the area where, like, the Jeff guy is?
Yeah, I
Or the
think
guy that Jeff
it's.
voiced?
I think it's down here.
Yeah, it's down here.
You gotta be kidding me. What password?
The password so we don't open the door for brutes.
Do I sound like a brute to you?
Well, you could be held prisoner by brutes.
If I was held prisoner by brutes and knew
Remember
the
if
password,
this is actually
then the brutes
them,
could just
or if
force
you
me
gotta
to
be
tell
on
you
the
the
higher
password and you'd open the door
difficulties
for them.
Okay, well now I'm definitely not gonna open the door.
But we need ammo!
Well, why don't you go ask your brute buddies then?
Ah!
I don't think this is actually them. I think you gotta be playing on at least.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be on the.
Hardcore legendary. Still a funny bet though.
It is. It's hilarious.
Where's brute buddies?
Where's your brute buddies at? Up.
Christmas.
Not really worth teleporting in there.
Wipe those bastards
That's
off the
suboptimal.
deck!
I don't know what that means, but I got me.
Pelicans can't launch until the hangar's clear!
Yeah, with this guy here.
Remember you have dialed and disconnect. Oh, the flare. Sorry, I'll just keep shooting. As long as I don't aim at you, I'm good.
Okay, got it.
Go, where'd you go? Motor is on.
Oh, the fucking spike. Out of a boat ship.
Yes. Yeah, I can. Yep. Fight. I'm thinking of that shield right there. I think you should hit that.
Hey, you can, but I don't think get that close to the boat. Hey, look, it's an albatross.
Good go.
I am the Walker. Man, come in.
See ya.
Chief, op center, double time. Brutes are pressing hard.
Oh, I fell. That's not the bee's knees.
I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
That's not the bee's knees, I'll take you.
Why don't you mind your beeswax?
Oh, do you mind your business?
I'm fucking nerd. I'm nerd.
Where did you guys come from? You just stay in here and...
Little over.
Attention. Hostiles reported outside the barracks.
And I don't like it.
I like it. Could be our DiGiorno.
We're with you, sir.
You know what they say?
Well,
It's not
catch me.
delivery. It's kind of DiGiorno.
Barracks are under attack.
catch me, I'm the
All
red
available
man.
combat teams respond. Anyone in the barracks, I need a sit rep. Now.
Woman, there's nobody left. Everybody died.
Sir, this way!
Coming out of the vents!
Line them up!
Well, I saved them from that bug. Don't know about those.
Drones! A whole swarm! They come down! Short control burst!
Like your mom.
Heads up, people! We got drones inbound! Cadaver!
That showed him.
I'd rather face an army of hunters.
I'd rather fight the fucking little board boss to put his goddamn thing. It's a good thing you can fight that boss in those goddamn times.
Pick a target, Arbiter. If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off all by itself.
Johnson,
Back at mine.
you might want to put that out. Chief, have a look. A little going away gift for the Covenant. We've linked it to smaller chargers throughout the base.
Be licking
Johnson,
stuff.
soon as the evacuation is complete, start the timer.
Understood.
Good luck, everyone. See you on the last Pelican out.
Chief, Arbiter, follow me.
Oh, I wanted to start it.
What the fuck are we following you? You should be following us.
Hey, you couldn't even work your way around a post.
You got there.
Brutes have taken the
Oh.
barracks. Marines are trapped inside. Those apes ain't much for mercy, Chief. We both know what they do to prisoners.
Body to the shot.
Fuck.
Get to the barracks. Save those men.
I don't
And
want to.
escort them to the landing pad for evac.
Fuck you. If they can't save themselves, they ain't worth killing.
Kobe! I went right through the way. No, let's play, we'll do a little role play. You, you're Kobe Bryant, I'm the helicopter.
Wow.
Too soon?
Probably not. But it could be. Oh, hey, they finally added the ability to turn the fucking stuff dead.
Revolution. Oh! Here comes the sun.
I thought that flare was going to stop me. I killed y'all more efficiently when I couldn't see.
Did you just... Okay. That was awesome. So I threw a plasma grenade at him, and he deflected it with a spike grenade.
Oh.
Didn't know you can do that.
I remember seeing this clip. It's one of my most, like, it's ingrained in my brain Halo moment. I don't remember, it was in this game, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the context other than the clip itself is, but it's like, I think it's a multiplayer match, and I don't remember if they're in a firefight or if the enemy's like just running up on the guy, but he throws down a bubble shield. Oh, and the guy that's like, it's being taken from his point of view seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a sniper rifle, but the guy throws down a bubble shield, and, you know, then he starts teabagging in it. And the fucking guy throws a gravity lift into it, and it knocks the fucking bubble shield up, and he just stops him in the fucking face. And it's the funniest fucking thing. Shut the fuck up, we're done. Nobody cares.
Ow. Oh. Ah, I didn't expect that, did you?
Nobody expects this.
Not even Spanish.
Or the
Or the.
Or the? Spanish in my Inquisition, boy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I should have jumped.
What?
There was a hidden area to go back there.
Ah.
I missed it though. Are you back up there? Oh, okay.
Fortunately.
that too. Right in the butt.
Too close. Too damn close.
Right in the butt.
Nice.
Right in the butt. Oh, you dope. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yes, understood.
Oh, it's supposed to be a radar. The weird thing about that is that we're facing AI and they don't really care about
Got him. Here's the one.
necessarily care about the radar jammers because they don't have to look at radar.
The demon!
Yeah.
Surprise, mother trucker! You died in the bathroom.
Surprise, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Some size,
Something
motherfucker.
flies, motherfucker. Oh god.
Not you. Not you, the other you.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Did he just drop from a fucking power train?
Sure
and
did.
got stuck? Let's see. Excuse me, sir.
More shotgun ammo over here if you need it.
Shotgun to the body.
You did the best you could. Let's get the survivors up to the hangar.
Did the best we could.
There's an elevator just
Fucking
outside the
won.
barracks.
Kick their ass. Fuck up, you nerds. Why are you climbing up on?
He's got a tactical advantage.
Got the high ground.
Commander, we lost the ops center. No. Brutes attacked in force. Couldn't hold them off. Falling back to the
That's
hangar.
that place we were
But
at.
don't wait for us.
What should I do, ma'am?
Hold position. I'm not leaving without him.
And now we're over here.
Correction, you ain't leaving at all.
Spoilers.
I wrote this.
Well, that guy just died by the
Hey,
door.
those guys. Be alright. You can walk it off.
He was like, ugh.
Ma'am, I've got movement. Above envelope.
I got movement.
They've got jump pads.
Going after the thrusters.
Not it.
Shake them off, Lieutenant.
Not it.
Let them know we're here!
Hi, we're here.
Sauce. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, come here.
Go.
Pull.
Get your own kills.
Pull.
Boom.
Well, I can imagine why you got the illusion door. We're gonna have tactical advantage by putting it in
Got it to the body. Drop right the corner.
360.
Let's go. Why do these guys get jetpacks?
They part of them there.
We had to
bullfrog.
wait till we had to wait till the next game to get jetpack.
Those motherfuckers. Got where to go. So I'm just gonna.
Probably up here.
Right side, that's the map.
Left side, strong side, left side, strong side, left side.
Oh, strong side. Good Halo 2 player.
Sure, why not?
Along with Snipe Down. He was pretty good too.
Sure, why not? I default to your expertise.
Wall shoe.
See you. The Jason.
Ooh, grab lift. Speaking of which.
Drone, Go! I'll cover you.
Drones, more like drones.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like it?
Brutes, in the ops center. They disarmed the bomb. Sorry, Commander, there were too many. Even for me.
Chief, get back to the ops center. Kill those brutes. Rearm the bomb. I've got to get these men out of here. But I'll radio with another exit. Good luck.
Man, I tell you what. Every time we have to go back to that there op center, I tell you what, we gotta make the op center great again.
I don't know if that's gonna be possible.
You will be the protectors of Earth and all her colonies.
I will, yes. If you would stop interrupting me from the afterlife. Long-titted. Drop me weapon. Oh, is that your face? That was your face. Oh, I got the best viewers. Oh man, the bots are still a problem on Twitch, aren't they?
Oh yeah, man.
They really haven't figured that out yet, huh?
Siri bot can take care of that shit for you automatically.
We have taken their command center. Have you discovered how they plan to stop me? Not as yet, noble prophet. Find me what I need.
There he is.
Your place on the path.
You'll regret me.
Well, that worked out so well for them.
That did it, Chief.
Someone set us up the bomb.
We got your exit. A service elevator in the hangar. Head downstairs, cut through the caves.
Let's go.
Hey, we did it.
Get fucked. 3 kills.
What do I look like? A bot?
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
There will be a great deal of hardship.
Cortana, please. Trying to not get blown up by a bomb, please.
Not in a sexy way.
Didn't know you were back on Twitch. Yeah, I finally got it to work again. But I didn't say anything because I knew as soon as I said something it was going to fuck up again. We're working on some new emotes for the channel, for the series coming up.
Run!
They're not great. After 10 years, good is as much as you're going to get. I don't think we go that way.
I get to do that stuff. Modify some stuff you like. That's what all my emotes are.
You will become the best we can make you.
This beach. Okay. Okay. I love when my reticle is red and it's just like, nah, sorry, not close enough.
There isn't much time, Chief. Find that elevator.
I don't want.
I gotta extend Paul's speeds? I mean, that would be an ideal thing to do. Probably not. We'll have to find out, won't we?
We got it.
Where the hell did you get that?
North.
This place will become your home.
I hope they made it harder in free agency.
This place will become your tomb.
Like, you think the motivations would also be in the contract extension as well? But maybe this time when I manage to draft a high overall player, they'll actually stay in overall, like a high overall, instead of declining by the age of 24.
Oh. I meant to tell you, whenever we're done with this, I got the next game we can play.
Oh, yeah?
What happened?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's
Chief, please respond. What is your status? Over. If you can hear me, find transport.
Like an old
Head to
school
the telephone.
4-player beat 'em up, side scroller.
How much is it?
I played. I think it's like $30 right now, but it just came out recently. I'm sure it'll go
Settle down, Marines. Somebody hit the emergency power.
I went ahead and spotted it. But it's been a good time.
Think the brutes know where we are?
It's not just like the main like missions are like beat 'em
Anyone
ups,
for
like
Charlie
side
too?
scrollers and all that. But
Broken rib.
Alpha 6, lead
but there's different missions in
You can
between.
walk, set your
here and
boots on the
there,
line.
like one where you ride their the motorcycles they have from like the first. Well, it's all the first season. It's not like any other Rangers, but you ride their motorcycles they have for part of.
What's our situation, Sergeant?
Not sure. Can't reach the commander. Too far underground.
And the when you do like the Megazord
Let's mount up.
fights,
Get the hell
they're
out of
more
these
like-
caves.
The best way I can think to describe it is like
I'll get the door, sir.
a first-person version of Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Get me some targets.
I think I've seen the game.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good time.
Brian, like I said, man, my bar is so low. I'm just happy they put effort into the game this year.
Damn it! Run everywhere we go. Kill everyone
I think
we
people
see
need
when
to
we
stop
get there.
expecting the trade logic to be great every year, because it's not. Because there's so many circumstances that happen in everyone's franchises. So, like, a general bar of the trade is not going to work.
Charge! Bad guy, shoot!
We're outside, Mom! Get fucked!
I gotta imagine that kind of shit's really hard to program.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, that's why I put restrictions on myself when I do my franchise, because it's so easy to just get a super team in that game. So, kind of limited myself.
Where'd that come from?
Makes it a little more
What's
fun.
the system for that kind of shit?
Pelicans are scattered.
I have no
Best thing
idea.
now,
Like,
get
I don't
some
know
distance
exactly what
between us
they
and the
call it.
base. Brutes are gonna be
I
looking
would
for
have to do it.
survivors.
No, I just mean in general. Like, I know, like, trading players is a thing in real life. So what is that in the game like?
You want some?
Is it just like you have, say, X player on your team, and then some random team by the AI is like, hey, we want that player, and you got to decide whether you're willing to give him up?
Yeah, so let me put it in Halo terms. That's like if I wanted their all-star, right? If I wanted their #1 player. So let's say they had Master Chief, right? I could trade them 2 of these Marines and
So the basic complaint is like the trades are not equivalent most of the time.
yeah, because they say that they adjusted it last year based on the last 3 years of performance, and that's fine. The problem is, you know, like Brian plays franchise in his, so his player may develop differently than my player. So if we both have the same guy and the AI wants him, then they're going to offer different things for that player. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, I don't expect it to be fixed, and that's fine. I'm honestly okay. Because there's really, I don't think that method should have a one fixed system to it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's franchise is going to run different.
You know what is a great reverse example of that I was reminded of recently?
I'm sure
the Nemesis system in the Shadow Mordor and Shadow of Wars. Warner Brothers patented that system.
I saw
when they
that.
made those games.
Yeah, 2036.
Nobody. yeah, that was the recent play, but this has been known for a while. I mean, they patented it. It might have been the first game, but definitely the second game they patented that. People have known that for years. It's just like people, I guess, are like figuring it out now. So I seem to recall hearing something about it years ago. But yeah, that is such a great system, and it absolutely makes sense since they're the first people to do that. And it sucks that they do it, but I understand why, because they knew what it was. My biggest issue is that it's not that they did that, it sucks, but I understand it. It's that they've not done anything else with it at all.
God, I love that system, and
Begrudge our expedition by uncovering.
Hell, if nothing else, like contract it out, like have somebody else make a game to use that.
You're on guns. We need a gunner. All see what I already know. Here lies the path, the start of our great journey.
At least the off-season is more interesting. I love the fact that they mainstream the off-season now. So my off-season streams were like 3 to 4 hours, with an hour of it just me going, That won't happen now. So
this is only Recon 111.
I do like the fact they kind of found a way to mainstream.
Say again, Recon? You're breaking up.
Something in the crater, ma'am. Something beneath the storm.
Of course, the presentation looks good. They do really good presentation. We'll see if the ratings matter this year. Have you noticed that they've been saying that a lot in their dev streams? Brian?
Finally, a good connection. Truth has excavated a forerunner.
We're gonna make sure.
We have to assume it's the Ark.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I kind of feel like I need to brag a little bit, because there was a line that they said in one of their very first live streams when they were talking about the game. And here's what they said. Like, they said, we're going to make sure the ratings matter. And then they paused, and then they went more. and I'm just like, did they not matter this whole time? Because, you know, you know, part of it's a joke, and part of it is I'm kind of serious. But I have a theory that the ratings in MLB The Show are just cosmetic. They just actually don't matter. And I don't have the clip of it, but my strongest piece of evidence is when I was doing a franchise a couple years ago, I was the Giants. And what happened is that there was a runner at second base. He has no speed. Like, his speed attribute was literally 0. So, like, 0. No speed. And I give up a hit, and it was just a single up the middle. Like, it was a hard hit ball, it wasn't soft. And that motherfucker, despite me getting to the ball quick, having a perfect throw home, still managed to score. And I'm like, there is no way in hell, and I know you don't know who this player is, but like, I was sitting myself, I was like, there's no way in hell that Daniel Vogelbach scores from second on a single, scores on that hit. There's no way. And then, I don't know, I just, there's been like multiple examples, in my opinion, of ratings just not mattering in the game. I'm sure they do matter, but it's kind of fun to go with that gag, but at the same time, I'm still kind of convinced that it still doesn't matter.
Yeah. You could be right. And it could be that it's all cosmetic and they just don't say anything.
Pelicans are inbound with heavy weapons.
Well, here's something that I think... Oh, the trip mine, I forgot about it. So here's another example. So the online mode in MLB The Show is called Diamond Dynasty. And the player caps in Diamond Dynasty are a little higher. So like off-season, or offline, so like franchise, March to October, players can only go up to a 99 overall. Their stats can go up to a 99 overall. But in Diamond Dynasty, they're a little more higher than that. They can go to, I think, 125, I think it's the cap. Oh, hello, I forgot that you were a thing. So my question is, if there is a guy, let's just say there's two hitters, right? And hitter one has 90 contact and 125 power. Or, I'm sorry, 90 contact and 90 power. I'll say 90. And then batter 2 has 90 contact and 125 power. If they get the same pitch and they swing with the exact same timing, theoretically the guy with 125 power should hit the ball farther. But they don't. So, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know. That's just my theory. Like I said, that's just my theory.
Oh, shit. No. Like I said, saying it could be completely cosmetic and they just don't say that, or it could be that it does matter to some extent, but they just can't get it figured out on how to make it more effective. That way it like reads better.
Well, I've got a good idea. If I have a player that has 99 contact, I should never miss a good timing swing. Ever. Because that means I have a 99% chance of making contact. And if I get a pitch down the middle and I have a good timing swing, I shouldn't miss it. I really should. But then again, I shouldn't have missed a shotgun from 2 feet away and exit.
That's what I was about to say, but then you start running into the exit off factor. So.
And that's what I think maybe the proper solution is. Like, they rely a little too much on the RNG. Like, maybe it's just not balanced. So that's what a lot of those ratings come to is, you know, RNG. Kind of like, yeah, that player has 99 contact, but RNG would dictate that they're going to miss that pitch, you know, a certain point of time. Oh my god,
does that game have any level of actual competitive play?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's people fighting to be the top, like, 100 players, 1,000 players.
No. When I say competitive, I mean specifically people playing against each other, not just they compete in like a leaderboard or everything.
Yeah, they got co-op now where there's 2 people on a team and they'll face off.
Okay. So I wonder if this might be off base. I wonder if, so let's say your idea of, you know, let's just say like the max stat you can have regardless of what you're playing, how you're playing is 100. And your thinking is if you have 100 in contact and you get great or better, you should never miss, right?
Right.
I wonder if the problem with that, if they were to implement that system, then what happens for like people playing against each other? At that point, as long as they both have a pitcher who is 99 contact, then they just never miss, and they can like what happens at that point? Like obviously anything could happen. Like they can both hit, but one be infield, one be a home run, whatever. Wonder if that might be an issue that they're worried about.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not really smart enough to know. But that's
well, I guess even in single, if that was the case and you get your 99 contact pitcher and they always hit them good and you get to the point where you can, you know where we're going by the way, is it not? then I mean, at that point, it's not really a game anymore as much as it is just a button mash simulator. As long as your timing's good, you'll always hit. But no, with baseball, that's the one thing though. With baseball though, you still have no idea what's going to happen after that.
Yeah, and that's what some people would argue, you know, about the ratings. You know, it's like, yeah, you have 99 contact, but you don't know where the pitch is going. The example I gave you was like, if I got a pitch down the middle, you know, if the pitch is outside of the plate and I hit the ball, you know, depending on your power and your plate vision, the ball could be a ground ball to first base, or it could be a fly ball, it could be anything. Where on the ball do you hit it? That's another thing. What's the pitcher's hit for 9? What's the pitcher's control? What's the pitcher's, you know. There's a lot more to it.
So I guess in that instance, with the ratings part of it, I guess that would be, let's say you have like 3 players. You have the top player, like a mid-tier player and a low-tier, and they all have 99 contact. That's like what they're known for, right? That's their main thing. They're not known for speed or anything like that or power. They're just known for being able to make contact with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And if they could work it out, the way that would work is they all can make contact, but maybe the low-tier player in ratings just, you know, isn't going to be, can't hit it as far, which I guess that goes into the power stat.
Well, there's a player that perfectly fits on what you're describing. His name is Luis Ariz, and he's got one of the best. He's really good in real life. Like, he's hit over 300 like the last 3 seasons, and he's really good in the game. But his contact's about 99 on both sides of the plate.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh, I didn't mean to kill you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
But I guess that's my problem, is that when I was going through the seasons, his contact wouldn't go down. So like he was still like at 30 years old, 90, I'll say 97 contact, and yet he went from a 300 average to 230, 220, and I'm like, well, what's dropping? What's causing that? You know, because if he's still got the same stats, what's causing him to be worse? You know?
Yeah. So as someone who doesn't know shit about baseball and has never
Lord
played
Hood,
the game, it would seem to me they either need to
Simplify
it.
Fully uncovered, sir.
They need to simplify the system they have, or they need to make it more advanced.
The prophet of truth doesn't know it yet.
Like they don't have enough factors actually like figuring into things. It's like you said, like you feel like the ratings don't really matter. Well, they need to figure out, you know, what would the ratings mean? Someone, I don't know, like how high the ratings can go or what the gauge for that is. But let's just say it's a scale of 1 to 100 again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone again is you know, like they're known, change it to speed. 3 different tiers of players, the low, medium, and high. Maybe, you know, the higher tier player can last longer. So maybe he can last through a whole game. But for the mid-tier player, maybe he can only last, you know, about half a game before he starts losing stats in game. Or in the actual, directly in the game. Like, when you're in an actual game directly, not the game overall.
Yeah.
And then the low-tier player, maybe they can only go, like, 2 innings, and then they start wearing out.
Our only chance of stopping
Yeah.
him is a surprise
That's where it would
aerial
come in.
assault.
They either need to make the system more advanced, or they need to simplify it.
Make a hole for the Admiral
That way
ship.
it's not an issue.
I think they're working on that. I do. And, you know, they really did a lot with the fielding. They talked about it this year. They touched on it last year, but I think they, at least according to their streams, they made it really good. So they broke the fielding up into 3 tiers. You know, you had your average defender, you had your above average defender, and then you had your elite guys. And they looked a lot at reaction time, which is one of the 4 fielding stats that fielders in the game have. They have fielding, arm strength, arm accuracy, and reaction. And if you had 2 shortstops playing next to each other, if one of them was an elite shortstop and the other one was just, let's just say, an average, then the one that's the elite is going to have a better reaction time 99% of the time. Like, they're gonna have a good reaction time because they're elite.
Yeah, assuming no other outside factors, they should be near perfect.
Yeah, and they even said that in the stream too. Like that's the thing, and that's something I will kind of hold them to because if I hear them say, "Oh, this guy is let's just say he's 99 reaction," which I had a guy that had 99 reaction in my franchise last year. If he has 99 reaction, I better not see a play, or if I do, it better not happen a lot. I better not see a play where he just misses a simple ground ball, because that doesn't really mark me as elite if I'm missing the basics, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's where it would come in, where the system would need to be more complex to figure that in. So that would have to be like, they would have to add in, I don't know if the game has this, maybe it does, but like an active fatigue system. So like that player at the top, yeah, so at the top of the game, he should always be near perfect. But if you keep him in the whole game, obviously, he should start losing a step as things go on. But if you take him out and let him rest, you know, he gets that fatigue back.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but they, you know, the baseball players are kind of trained to do that. That's their thing. It's not like the NFL where they can, you know, once a player's taken out in a baseball game, they can't come back in until the next game. So they're kind of trained. They're trained to do that. It's not like the NFL where they can keep switching.
Atmospheric disturbance is intensifying above the artifact.
But I get what you're saying. Here, to your defense, you know, they do have a stamina system in the game, and it works okay. I mean, I don't have any complaints about stamina system. You know, like it's just like real life. I think there's only 3 players in all of Major League Baseball that played every single game last year. 162 games, you know. There was like only 3 players that did that. But, so, I mean, you know, if they play for 5 days in a row, yeah, they're probably going to get an off day if they're tired. Their stamina is going to be low. So, I mean, it does have a system kind of like that. But I think you're thinking of a more specific.
Well, maybe what if they had another thing? You said that's called the stamina system, essentially, in the game. What if they also had something separate that was a fatigue system? So the stamina, maybe instead of it affecting something like their contact, what if the stamina only factored, you know, that would, like, stamina would still factor into everything? I'm trying to think how to describe the difference between the two. Like, stamina would be their physical attributes, but fatigue would be like the mental attribute. Like, I know that's not a thing, there's no mental attribute to the game directly, but just as like a placeholder word, you know, their mental like fatigue, right? But then I guess that still leads back, yeah, it still leads back to either they have to make the system more complicated than it is at present, or simplify it.
I definitely don't think they do. I mean, I understand they're doing a lot. Like they're doing a lot with these player attributes. But you know, like an example that I have, you know, there's a player in my franchise last year that is a D potential player. Like his highest rating that he was going to get at the peak of his career was a 69 overall. That was his highest he was going to get. Nice. And that guy led the league in home runs. And I'm just like, how are you outdoing 90s? How are you outdoing 80s? How are you outdoing 70s? Like 70s I'd be willing to slide on, you know, because that's not much better. But a guy that has a 69 overall as his peak should never beat a player in my league that has a 97, 98, 99 overall. I just don't see that, how that makes sense.
Those last ones had us.
So that would sound like, to me, that would sound like an even deeper system than what they have. You know what that would sound like to me? That would sound like actually, you know what that would sound like? That would sound exactly like a Nemesis system from Shadows of War and Mortar. Now, in that game, it's obviously a fighting game, but in this instance, what I mean is, where that game has like the enemies react to you, and if they kill you or you kill them and they come back to life. That sounds like not that they have this system, but it sounds like they could try and implement it.
Oh, I can think of many ways they can implement that. That would be awesome.
What's the word? I guess randomization maybe would be the word. Basically what I'm saying is, in real life, you know, that same player in real life, like I know they're all real players, but maybe that person, whether he did or not, but if that person, you know, that person could randomly just get real good, whether they start doing more training, you know, whatever. You know, sometimes people just, you know, get better. But that's kind of what that would sound like, is if they tried to implement a randomization into the game where this is a D tier player, he's only ever going to be this good, but then randomly they can just get better.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a progression system in the game, but that's something they're addressing this year as well. Yeah, there's a, it's called their potential rating. So that D letter I created, that D grade I said, was their potential. So it's like grades in high school, you know, like 60 to a 69 is a D, 70 to a 79 is a C, so on and so forth. Right? They can change in potential, but that's been part of the issues that they've been kind of trying to tweak over the last couple of years. Is there's been players that they got such a low potential, but they're putting up fantastic numbers, but their potential never changes. And then there's players. I had one in my franchise, like I said, like before I ended my Royal series, I drafted a switch hitting left fielder. Alan Dobbins was his name, and this guy's potential was an A potential. He was 18 years old, and I'm like, okay, so we just train him, we play him, and he's gonna naturally grow. Well, despite his first 2 seasons, he hit like 300 average, and he had like over 20-something home runs. His potential randomly dropped to a B. You know, it just didn't make sense to me, because if he's performing, why did his potential drop? But
yeah,
and a lot of people
that sounds like exactly what you're saying. They're trying to refine that system. And that sounds like if they can get that figured out, it'll fix probably most of it.
Yeah, and I hope they do, but I'm not holding to it because I don't know how exactly you fix that.
Thought about this.
Hey, Wraiths have been neutralized.
I'm just glad they put some effort into it. Not that they don't every other year. It's just I still hold a grudge, man. I still hold an absolute grudge because like they have me blocked on Twitter. I held a grudge. So back in, I forgot which game it was. I don't remember if it was 21 or 22. I don't know. It's been a hot minute. But Ramon Russell, who's the main spokesperson for, I don't know what his title is, but he pretty much like talks about how great the game's going to be and all that stuff. So even though he doesn't, I don't think Ramon designs the game. I think he's just I don't think so. Anyway. That's not the point. Anyway, the point is, they came out and said, oh, why did I call it that? They came out and said, all right, for franchise, we're revamping it. We're gonna, you know, bring a whole new, you know, flow to franchise. We're gonna make it great. We're gonna make it, you know, something you haven't seen in a while. And so we were excited about it. You know, people like me. Mo wasn't there this year. That's true. But so, you know, people like me who like franchise, I was like, oh, they're actually gonna change something in franchise. Okay. My ears are perked up. I like it. And I don't think they had a what they call a feature premiere where they talked about each mode. So we just kind of had to wait until the game came out. Or no, they did have a premiere. I'm sorry, they did have a premiere. And the biggest thing they talked about was that they changed the menu.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about this.
That was fucking it. Like, they changed the menu because some dumbasses didn't know to use the bumpers to go left and right on the menu. So they made it easier. And I'm like, that's it? That's the fucking revamp that they talk about? So every time they say revamp, I roll my eyes. Just instant. Just absolute instant. I roll my eyes. Because I just can't get over that. I really can't. But then again, it's the only proper baseball game out there, so I mean, I don't really have a choice. Jump.
And that's the thing, like, I can sympathize with that on the reverse end, where one of the things, like, Call of Duty is, like, the main military shooter, even more than, like, Battlefield, because they're two separate things. Like, Battlefield has, like, the squad-based gimmick where, you know, Call of Duty's, you know, the first person, I mean, you're playing on a team, but you're not, like, the squad-based guy.
Yeah.
So they have two different vibes, but Call of Duty is like the main military shooter, unless you're the Battlefield kind of guy. And I still like playing those games to this day. I mean, the last one that came out, Black Ops 6, I think it was.
Yeah.
I just can't remember which number it was on it, but it was a great time for the campaign, and you know, playing zombies was great, and the multiplayer was pretty good. But the fucking menuing in that game, and this is more a deficit of the fact that they made the Call of Duty hub a thing, where like all the games, I think since after Cold War, are all attached to this hub you have to have. And the menuing to get around to fucking anything is atrocious. To the point where I've legitimately, just because of the menuing, do not like playing it. I fucking hate it. It is so goddamn annoying. What we're supposed to be doing?
We gotta shoot its legs, but we also have to get on. So I'm waiting for it to show up somewhere where I can jump on it. Still not close enough. Come on, you fuck. Kobe! Come on, stop crawling around over there.
Jump on top of it, Chief. It's like New Mombasa.
I would love to. I need to get closer though. Can't reach that. Oh my god. But yeah, but I can't stand.
Almost too thick. Gotta take it out from the inside.
There's a lot of things I can't stand about the show community. It's people keep asking for things. It's just not gonna happen. Like there's a thing called online franchising people want, and I'm just like, hey, it's cool, but they're not gonna bring that back ever. Are you kidding me?
Try to get on its back.
They're not gonna bring that back. This would have been the year they brought it back.
Yeah.
But people are still like, oh, it's still, you guys can... I guess that's the point that there's so many things. I don't know what to say, but like, there's things in the game that used to be in the game that are not in the game anymore, and that's what makes people upset, because they're like, oh, you used to do it back then, why can't you do it now?
Oh, that's like the,
Well done, Chief.
I don't know if this is a big thing, because I only know this by watching Ray streams. But Ray used to do
One more target,
the,
Chief. There's a Covenant AA gun.
well, actually two things. One's a sport, well, both of them are sport, but one's football and one's wrestling. You know, he used to do the mascot tournaments, but the mascot mode, or at least the thing where you could pick the mascots from different teams to play against each other, is not a thing anymore. It's not in the newer games, so he can't do it. No, like I said, I don't know how big that is. Like, that seems like a Ray thing, so I don't know if other people have even done that before. But the other thing is like doing custom wrestlers in like the WWE or whatever the franchise is called, the video game version is called now. I think they were taking something out of it that is something he was doing. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't imagine it's the custom wrestlers, because that's like the big thing for like all wrestling games. But I feel like there was something with that was also happening.
Yeah, there were people talking about custom entrances. If I remember correctly, I think that was one of them.
Good timing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I might be conflating the two. Maybe I'm thinking of the football not having the mascot mode, which I know is a thing, and maybe I'm imagining there was also something with like Red Wrestler shit. It's actually not. I'm just mixing them up. But definitely the football thing. I'm like, that's like a thing. I'm like, mascot mode was just for like people who like to goof off. That's like one of the only time I ever played sports games, or sports video games, was the old Blitz, the League game. I used to love playing those just because they were so absurd. Like, I didn't really care for sports, but it was just so fun playing the shit out of those games with all the absurd, like, street rules. And but that series, probably just didn't really do great, I'm assuming. Because it's really just for people more like me. Like, the people who really want to play, like, a sport simulator kind of game aren't going to appreciate that kind of stuff. It's like you're saying, people want that online franchise. Well, I'm sure that's not a big enough part of the community that enjoys that for them to care. Because they're a company at the end of the day. They got to be making a profit, and they're not making a profit off that mode, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and I hate to. I agree with you. I just hate to hear it because if they go completely in that direction, they'll just cut all the offline events, and then it's just like to do that. For people who like me who aren't sweaty at that game, what's the point of me buying?
Yeah. Well, and that's like running it back, Call of Duty, or a lot of. That game still makes a bundle of fucking money because people play it, but nobody from the older games wants to play anymore because you have to be like everybody plays cracked out of their mind, or they play the meta game, and that shit is just not fun.
I was just fixing to say earlier when you said that you enjoyed the games. I was gonna say I stopped enjoying Call of Duty when they added like that you have to have a freaking seizure to play the game. No, it looks like
yeah. And see, that's one of the things like in Black Ops 6, they added one of the coolest fucking features in recent games, period, let alone just Call of Duty, and it was the omnidirectional movement system, where you can literally run, dive, or like slide in any direction. So you can slide backwards, slide forwards, left, right, dive in any of those directions, and you can literally run in any of the directions. I'm pretty sure. You might not be able to run. I'm pretty sure.
We're out of time.
And that system is so cool, but because what it ends up being is every fucking try-hard moron just playing cracked out of their fucking skulls on like max sensitivity. Like, you don't get to enjoy it unless you're trying to play it that level. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not playing at that level.
Yeah.
That's why I wish there was a better way other than like skill-based matchmaking to like separate those people out. Like, let those people like, once you, like, if they could find a way to see those people that play that way and like put them in their own lobbies with each other, that would be so great. Just let them fuck around with each other. Which then it becomes the thing where those kind of people don't really want to play. Well, some of them do, but some of them don't want to play against other people like that. They want to play against the people that aren't playing cracked out of their fucking skulls. So it's fun, deal.
Yeah, to each their own. I just don't understand and maybe this is just me getting older. But I don't understand this real playing like that. I don't.
I don't. It's basically, it's a thing where everybody started learning how to play like pro players. And I guess even though they're not on teams and they're not even doing like tournament shit, they still, I guess, get some kind of enjoyment. I don't get it. It's insane to me. I've said it a million times before. I play video games to have fun, not to be a fucking
Wait
job.
for it to open up. Then it's excess plasma. Shove some lead down its throat.
Like, I like having the challenge, but if I'm playing a game that's really fucking hard, and I'm not enjoying myself, I'm just going to stop playing Convenant.
Yeah, I mean, I do like to play MLB The Show a little harder, but that just makes it fun for me. Like, that's the rare instance where, you know, I've had people call me fake before. It's like, oh, that's fake anger. No, I'm really pissed off when I get pissed off.
I've got the same thing with me. I've never had people say that, but if anybody ever did, I hold by this statement. I can't prove this at all, but I swear by it that I guarantee before I could buy my own like gaming stuff, when I had to have like mom or dad or whoever buy it for me, I guarantee you, and the time and now where I can buy it, I guarantee you more money in my gaming career has been spent replacing broken controllers than on actual consoles and games together. I don't do it a lot anymore. It still happens occasionally, but I used to break controllers all the fucking time.
This
I'm
is the
just
way
like
the
snapping
world
those
ends.
fucking things in half.
Yeah, it's under, I think I found it. It's under one of my shorts. Like, there was a guy that said, and I get why he did it, because before I knew you could change your own custom, like, thumbnail for your shorts. It put, the stupid thing put the short as me with my mouth open, like the stupid, cringy, like, shock face.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That was just YouTube going, this ought to be funny, we'll put this as the thumbnail. And it was just something I've never seen before in the game. So, like, I was actually shocked that it happened because I was so frustrated, and then the thing happened in the short. I'm like, huh? So.
What is it? More brutes?
Worse.
I don't put stupid faces in my thumbnail. I don't understand that trend either. But every MLB The Show creator does it. I don't do it, but all the quote-unquote top-tier ones do, and I'm just like, I don't get why you have to look like a fucking idiot in your thumbnail. Like, just, I'm not there to see your face for your content. Like, I'm there to see what your content is. I don't need you to go at something that wasn't even shocking. You know. But
that's the way you get shit done.
Yeah, that's people click on it. So, hey, people click on it, then...
The flood. It's spreading all over the city.
How do we contain it?
Find the crashed flood ship.
Alright.
Overload its engine core. We either destroy this city or risk losing the entire planet. Chief, make your way to the crash site.
Sure is. I guess we can call it there. We're a little halfway through the game right now. So, we might be able to finish it next week.
Possible.
Possible.
That's going to be it for part 1 of Halo 3. Be back next week to finish it off, hopefully. Thank you all for watching. Y'all take care. See y'all next time.
Indeed, Raven said it best. That'll be in the broadcast tonight. Next week we'll finish this game. We should be able to finish this game next week. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow on Twitter. So I finally got Twitter? Yeah, Twitter. And Twitch. Finally got Twitch working again for the channel. Working on some new emotes for the Pirates franchise coming up. Still working on the mini cast and the shorts after every episode. So thank you guys for all the positive feedback on that. And thank you so much for watching the review video and leaving some positive comments. I really did like that. Thank you very much. Like I said, wasn't going to be fancy, but it got the message across. So appreciate you guys being here. We will see you in the next broadcast, whatever that will be. But if I don't broadcast between now and then, we'll see you for MLB The Show. Did pre-order the game, so we are looking at Friday or Saturday for the first episode. So that'll probably be a roster breakdown. That's probably what that'll be. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.